Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Most Nigerians have been waiting for little cracks here and there in APC due to the move of many massive gladiators, political gladiators, into the party with one selfish interest, all to get the tickets, both in the presidency, the governorship, the senatorial seat, the House of Rep, all the political seats that you can think of. But little did anyone know that it would begin so early. Just Democracy Day, June 12, the president himself, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, mocked the oppositions that the internal issues they have gives him joy, and it's because he's doing well. That's why they're all coming, and he cannot be doing political malpractice to reject them from coming into his party. Well, it looks like all is not well at APC. A few hours ago, the drama began, and this was led by a very powerful governor. Before we go to news, proper kindly subscribe to our channel. The national chairman of the All Progressive Congress (APC) and former governor of Kaduna, I take that again, former governor of Kano State, that's Abdullahi Ganduje, narrowly escaped a serious beating on Sunday by errant APC members in Gombe. Now, this incident occurred at the APC Northeast Forum meeting earlier, so a few hours ago. It was also learned that trouble began after Comrade Mustafa Salihu, that's the national vice chairman of the ruling party in the Northeast, endorsed Tinubu for the 2027 presidential elections, but refused to endorse Shettima. The moment he finished his speech, delegates at the forum started hurling insult at him, with some threatening to attack him physically, but he had to be escorted out of the meeting by security operatives. Ganduje also did the same thing, as he failed to mention Shettima throughout his 10-minute speech, drawing the air of anger of the already incensed party members. He also had to be escorted out of the venue with heavy security. Now, as if that is not, a public affairs analyst, that's Abdul Aziz Naibel Abubakar, said it could be the genesis of a crisis in the party. He said the beginning of the APC downfall has just begun as Gov.Zulum led the protest against the APC Northeast meeting for failing to endorse Kashim Shettima ahead of the 2027 elections, he wrote on his social media page. He said the report has it that there is tension in the Northeast after APC stalwart endorsed Tinubu, leaving out Shettima, who hails from Borno, a state in the region. Now, last month, APC chairman Abdullahi Ganduje at the party's national summit again in Abuja announced Tinubu as the sole presidential candidate in 2027. Recall that this same Tinubu, in his Democracy Day remarks at the National Assembly last Thursday, mocked the opposition party for being in disarray. A lot of us were expecting it to begin from maybe 2026 ending, but not 2025, which means there have been this hush tone. In fact, just fairly recently, Ali Ndume also complained about it, that what is good for the goose is good for the gander, that already the party had already endorsed the president for a ticket that in fact is going unopposed and nobody should contest for the presidency in APC. And the next thing, there are negotiations with some persons porting from other political parties to APC, that's for governorship, that as they are coming in, they will also get tickets unopposed. But those are some of the negotiations they had. I guess those are the things that made the lives of Marin of Akwa Ibom State, Governor Sheriff of Delta State, all ported from PDP to APC. While they must have agreed on that, we do not know if the party will keep their part of the bargain. So Duma was like, okay, fine. In the same faith, in the same feeling, we also endorse ourselves, being that we are yes sir, Senate people, we have been doing your bidding, so we give ourselves to the sole ticket, unopposed ticket. Immediately, APC came and said, no. When we are giving sole tickets and unopposed tickets, return ticket is not for lawmakers, all of you can fight the thing normally. But only for presidency. So, and for a while now, Shettima has been very quiet. In fact, at times I forget that Shettima is a joint ticket with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It looks as if even Wike is the vice president. All we get to hear in the news or social media is presidency, Wike, presidency, Wike, presidency, Wike. In fact, presidency is different from president. Presidency is different. Presidency is the that is behind the president. Then the president himself is the Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So we get to hear presidency, we hear president. Then we now hear Wike. Shettima seemed to be sidelined. And this is the same Shettima that took our amiable vice president, the then vice president, Yemi Osibanjo, to the cleaners, calling him lollipop, saying he's an ice cream seller and all manner, just because he was campaigning, though he was actually below the belt. But eventually, the gentleman that we had in Professor Osibanjo did not dignify him into response. But these are the things that Shettima did to get the support of Nigerians, just to show. But he entered the ticket and it was so quiet, so calm, nothing given to me. Only goes to endorse, he goes to, console with the people who go through one issue or the other. I guess this role of vice president that they usually give to people in Nigeria, especially when they get to that joint ticket, is becoming alarming and it's becoming a natural occurrence. But to think that's why you see Zulum is from, it's wonderful. Zulum is from the same state with Kashim Shettima. So if we are suffering what we are suffering, so why shouldn't, if Bola Ahmed Tinubu is getting endorsed for 2027, why is Shettima going to be dropped? What has he done? Don't forget that one of the Arewa people, then the uncle of Yusuf Dati, Baba Ahmed himself, was also employed into the dispensation. Baba on his own just woke up one day and resigned. And ever since he resigned from that seat, he has been talking. And many Nigerians have not given him ears because at the beginning he was critical against this government and they gave him appointment. After giving him appointment, he was quiet. Nigerians dragged him and called him and said, you used to be very vocal, you used to be with the masses, you used to speak for Nigerians, speak for the masses. All of a sudden you have joined the national cake, you have joined the government. Now you are no more talking. He said, no, that's why he's there, to give right ideas, give the right advice, so that the government of the day will function well for all of us. All of us get quiet. Fast forward today, he said that he has given advice, they don't need him to advise. He went back to his criticism. Nigerians really are not listening to him because they believe he betrayed their trust by even going to the government. The government that put Nigerians, quote unquote, in the situation they found himself in. Now with Ganduje, who's from the north, being escorted with security out of the venue, to tell you how angry the youths are if they don't bring the joint ticket of Shettima. It clearly shows you that the North is ready. And oh my goodness, I guess it may start from the Northeast. Anyhow they want to do it, Nigerians are watching. That's a good wrap it up. Let's meet in that conversation. What's your take?